Yeah. Look. Can't please everybody. Sometimes people just don't get you. They think you're trying to be different, but you're just doing you. If you ever meet that person, play them this song. Play them this song. Yeah. Koye won. Koye won. Koye won. Koye won. Shebi mo ti sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀. Koye won. Shebi mo ti sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀. Koye won. I'm pretty sure I told them before. Yeah. Koye won. I'm pretty sure I told them before. Koye won. I try to tell them, oh trust me, I try to tell them you have to be Peter Parker to even deal with this venom. There's not a force that can ever slow my momentum. I'm driven, it's automatic. Don't try to put me in second. I swear, I live in moments until I'm dearly departed. I'm starting to feel like Moses the moment the Red Sea parted. So nothing, not even obstacles keep me from reaching targets. My brother, I'm not your car. Don't push me to get me started. I'm not a problem, but Omar is hard to get me. The only one who's incredible, not related to Jesse. These fucking bars are inedible. Reason I'm spitting heavy. I'm the prodigy you hated in class. Silly to test me. Calling this shit the warning. Hoping someone will heed it. Anticipating me coming. Contraceptives are needed. I do this for the fans. Haters are not your butters. Whose heads are way in the clouds, but minds are still in the gutter. Be warned. Koye won. I'm coming. Yeah. Shebi mo ti sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀. Koye won. Shebi mo ti sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀. Koye won. I'm pretty sure I told them before. Koye won. I'm pretty sure I told them before. But you can see me in this moment instead of me on the telly. Whoever's running the game knows competition is healthy. Wanna know it from high. Mogbonafeli, bad guy of the game, and you thought it was Balotelli. You feel you're balling cause bodyguards run around and shoot. We don't even know this you again, so give a damn or two. Regardless how you feel, I'm just happy you brought a napkin. You think your flow is so heavy, a statement that only women use. I'm a star, my shine is getting embarrassing. It's getting to the point where they're asking me what the carrot is. Imagine where I'd be if a dollar could buy a dream. I am not J. Cole, but I'm flattered you make comparisons. It's my career, don't tell me which part's the hardest. As long as I have the key, it's simple as push to start it. I'm really not concerned with the people that's coming after me. Pretty sure the reason Hussein was running so casually. Koye won. Koye won. Koye won. Koye won. Shebi mo ti sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀. Koye won. Shebi mo ti sọ fún wọn tẹ́lẹ̀. Koye won. Pretty sure I told them before. Koye won. Pretty sure I told them before. Koye won. I am Pope. Who are you? Koye won. Koye won.
Okay. Ayola. Oh yeah, yago, la la. Ya, yago. Oh yeah, every day. I'm one day. I'm alone. Isojo yago la la. Every day. I'm one day. I'm alone. Isojo yago la la. Me, them smile, but want to see me cry. Anybody kuro me, kò ní ní láárí, he go fall. your time. Mommy, make I tell you something. If you find my trouble, you go tell no be small. Mommy, make I tell you something. If you find my trouble, you go tell no be small. Every day, I can only do. I'm alone. He showed you, ya go down now. Every day, I can only do. I'm alone. He showed you, ya go down now. Oh yeah, ya go, ya go, ya go down now. Yeah, 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 ya go down now. Ya go, ya go, ya go down now. Yeah, 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 ya go down now. If you pray for me, pray I'll be for you. If you love me.
Welcome to another edition of your favorite entertainment show in all the land, The Blog. Meg is so proud of us today. She's so ready to go in, and she has a lot of analysis, all the gist. She's going to be with us for a little while. We're going to be talking stories, international and local. Aya is going to be blessing us with some cuteness.
I like that word, blessing us. I only bless, I never curse.
Titi.
Can we go straight to the story?
And Titi is going to be blessing us with some realness. But I think we should start with So Cute. What do you all think?
Yeah.
And Meg Otanwa is part of the Before 30 series that would be airing very soon. Check it out on Cool TV. Don't miss it.
Yep.
And Meg is part of us today. Hi, Meg.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, and I'm happy to be here. You know, we'll gladly give my 2 cents on the issues.
Oh. We like her.
So let's skip So Cute and just jump straight into Meg.
Are you hating on Ayo So
I mean, was it Tuesday?
What?
Yeah, Tuesday. Okay.
Like, seriously, what? No, Meg, I love you, and I mean, we love what we've seen already. I have to say, I love the blue. Very
Thank
lovely,
you.
and it goes very well with your seat.
Thank
I've looked
you.
so off on red.
By the way, if you ever see Ayo, I don't care what part where Ayo is sitting, she's going to always be in that red chair. The red chair has to be moved.
This is my brand.
It's for people that are carnally minded. When you attach, you lay your treasures where they cannot be stolen or where they cannot perish or anything. Lay your treasures in heaven.
Ayo, give a response to that and proceed with So Cute, please. Thank you.
I'm not doing that for you. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday, and you know what that means?
It's Tuesday.
So
Aya
cute.
says Tuesday. Yeah,
cute.
Meg is getting into
I'm
it.
getting it.
Okay, you would love this show. You would never want to be on any other show after you've
It
been on
looks like
Before
it
30.
already.
She might hate the show
well,
if
I
you
don't know about
continue to tell her she love it.
What? Titi, what did you say?
Okay. All right, I'm particularly excited about today's So Cute because we're celebrating one of my favorite days in the year. Possibly not my favorite, but one of them definitely. Mother's Day. Mother's Day was on Sunday. If you did not get your mother a gift, I judge you. If you did not call your mother, I judge you even more. Now, if you didn't see them, I don't judge
But
you.
Ayo,
because I
what
didn't
about
see
those that what about those that had church activities and forgot to take their mom out or they didn't? I mean, it's just like the Bible said, you give what you should give to your parents and say, oh, no, I'm giving it to the church. So what if you were doing service to the church and you could not?
Do you know what I think? I think that Titi is a terrible person. Because when you tell her things in confidence, outside the show, she will come on here and say everything. So ladies and gentlemen, don't mind this evil child. I love my mother. Church would never take her place. Okay, back to So Cute today. So we're going to be looking at some cute Mother's Day dedication. First of all, we have this adorable video of the funny and cute relationship between a mother and a daughter. When you watch this video, just imagine me and my mommy.
Oh.
Meg, what do you think? Are you very close to your mom?
Yes. I guess I still am. She's late. My mom is late. So it was quite an emotional day for me yesterday. And then I saw this thing, like people are putting up pictures, you know, talking about Mother's Day. Usually I just don't say anything.
Yeah. And some spoke about mothers that have gone to...
Yeah, and then I went on Instagram and I saw Rita Dominic's post on, you know, there was just a flower. She put up a picture of a rose and she said, this is for those who do not have their moms, you know, to take
That's
out.
really nice.
I know. And then I was like, I just immediately reposted. Okay.
Oh,
Let me know.
but it's
that's really
okay.
lovely.
Yeah.
But at least I'm sure you keep her memories fresh.
Oh,
and all that,
definitely.
yeah.
Every
And
day.
your mom already did her job by raising you to be wonderful, and she's passed on, and you have your life to live. So.
Yeah.
And clearly
So
you're
what
doing
kind
her
of mom
proud.
do you think you'll be? I like to ask that question because on Mother's Day, it's not only about mothers. They don't celebrate just mothers. They celebrate women in total because they say every woman who has a womb is a potential mother. You might choose not to, but we have that nurturing instinct in us. So what kind of mother would you like to be? Fun or strict?
Well, I like to believe I'm the strict one. I would be the strict one because I see it in the way I...
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You look
I see it in the
soft.
way I handle my nieces and nephews. Well, my nephews, I'm quite, partial when it comes to boys.
Really? You're going to be one of those mothers.
I let them, off easily, but for the girls, I'm like very strict, very, very strict on the girls. So I like to think I'll be a very strict mom.
But they say it's easier to say when it's not your own child.
Yeah.
That once it's your child, you tend to be very soft. Do you see yourself maybe getting soft after you give birth? After going through all that labor?
Pain.
Well, I guess I'll never really know until it happens, but I really like to think, I would be a strict mom because I'm quite a disciplinarian, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Funny enough, my mom, when my mom was raising her own nephews, she was very soft on them, but when she gave birth to her own kids, she became really strict. So I don't think it follows. I think when you give birth to your own child, you want to do everything to protect your child, and that's the reason some people are overly strict.
All right, okay, so talking about mothers, we have a few videos actually for you, so they'll play back to back. It's all about Mother's Day, so get your hankies, get your all, and for those who forgot on Sunday, there's still time to make amends. Ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the video.
She's my best friend.
She's amazing, amazing.
Disciplinarian.
She's wonderful.
She's awesome.
She's like my superwoman. She's my heroine. She's my everything. Like 1 in a million woman, the best mother in the whole world. No one like her.
Oh my God, my mom is just the best. There is no word to describe her. She's just the best. I thank God for giving me that kind of mother.
Oh. So, ladies, of course, I'm going to ask you one word to describe your moms.
My mother.
You see what they were saying? One word. One word.
The best.
Oh.
Best.
Selfless. Selfless.
Extraordinary.
I would say phenomenal. My mom is absolutely
Yeah, and you
word.
failed the one word test too. Wow.
Well, I'm sure you're thinking about your one word to describe your mom, but rather than just thinking about it, why don't you express it by telling them as well? Thank you very much for this segment. I know this is a bit, So Cute has been not so up and doing.
So mushy.
Yeah, but I think our mothers deserve it. Don't you think so?
We think so.
All right, then. Okay.
And feel free to describe your mom in one word. You can send us an email, blog@cooltv.cool. You could go to Twitter, send us a tweet at cooltvtheblog. You could also go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/cooltvtheblog. We'll be right back after this break.
No hashtag.
Hashtag
love. Oh, we need to teach Meg.
We'll teach Meg during the break.
Love. That's like.
We'll be right back here. Welcome back. It's still the blog on Cool TV, and it's time for our first story. Ladies.
The first story of the day, the time has come. Do you know how to sing?
No, please don't make me sing.
You want to sing? Don't worry, Titi doesn't know how to sing.
Did you not hear what came out just a few minutes ago? You think you can do better than that?
You know what? Shame the devil, because this is how the devil tries to pull you down. Shame him by just introducing. Just say first story of the day.
Just freestyle, anything.
You guys want to kill my mic and I?
She sounds like she has a nice voice.
That's it. That's a funny thing, though. People hear me talk and they're like, "Oh, no,
okay,
you
just
sound
try
like
to
you
sing like
Say
you're talking.
something, yeah.
Don't get too serious.
Don't think about
Just
it.
get silly.
Let it flow.
What is it? The first
Anything,
story of the
anything.
day?
Yeah, anything about first story.
First story of the day.
Okay. And the first story of the day.
Hey!
That was
Sounds like something you hear in
Please stop
church.
wasting our time.
Why are you jealous, Titi?
I would say, but okay, let me end it to first story.
Ah, yeah, you didn't have to put your don't worry. God did not give us every talent. We just appreciate the little. Though.
Okay, time is money, or should we say time, not money. One of the hottest female sensations in the Nigerian music industry, currently anyway, Yemi Alade actually had a tour some sort of concert in Europe, and she was in Germany. And the concert actually was, they told guests or people, fans of the concert, to come at 10 p.m. And more than half of the people who had paid to see her perform had actually left by the time she arrived at the venue. Apparently, organizers, and this is our explanation, the organizers had told her to come at 2 a.m., but the show really didn't kick off until 2:30. No. They told her to come at 2 a.m. She came at 2:30 a.m., but people had been told to come at 10 p.m. So people were so upset. By the time she arrived, not only had many people left, those who had actually been left waiting began to get violent, and she was advised not to even continue. So in the end, sadly, the concert did not hold. So let's talk about shows in Nigeria and late start times. Why don't we ever start on time? Why are our shows always so late? Why?
You know, I actually think it's high time people started walking away from shows like that. I mean, you have a show at, say, 6 in Nigeria, you go there by 3, you wait till about 11 p.m. before the show starts. It doesn't, I mean, it's high time people stop saying, oh, African time, we're Africans, we expect to be late. No, there's nothing like that. Let's begin to take life more seriously. Yeah, we want to play, we want to enjoy freedom, but we need to be disciplined. Discipline is not only about government fixing the good roads. It starts from the individuals. If you say you're doing something at this time, you better start at that time, even earlier if possible. Don't keep people waiting because of Yemi Alade, because what she wants to sing will become irrelevant by the time people get angry.
Yeah, I completely agree, you know, on the issue of discipline. It comes from, like you said, that was just spot on. It's not just about the government and what they can do for us. What do we do, or what, as individuals, what can we do to just better the country? It's part of it. That's just the culture. Like Africans in general, I won't say Nigerians because I think it's an African thing. Africans in general are used to, oh, okay, no, there's no point being on time. People are going to come late. I don't want to go there and be the one to wait. Let them wait out, you know. So we have this at the back of our mind that when they say 12, 12 is never 12. So we'll wait till we think, you know, it's a safe time to get there and not wait. And then you're contributing to the problem when you do that.
Exactly.
You know, I understand when it comes to productions, you have hitches, you have problems, but not, you know, not so bad that you keep people waiting for 5-6 hours. Come on, that's
are we
just
the only
terrible.
country that has production hitches? Because other people manage to be able to start the event on time. So even I would not even give the excuse of production time. If it's good planning, you know that an event is meant to start at 2 p.m. You know that if you have to set up a huge or massive stage, you're there the day before. Because when you have like proper functions, they find a way to be on time. I think people just take their fans for granted. And the fact that you think that you're a star, I'm not saying this is what happened with Yemi Alade, because like she said, they told her the wrong time. And unfortunately, remember, you're in Europe. They keep to time to the T. So if you say 10 p.m., trust and best believe they're there at 9:30 p.m. waiting to start.
Even if it's Nigerians going.
Yeah, even if it,
True.
Yeah, many.
Because that's the sad thing. So sometimes it seems our Nigerians all
don't
over the
behave
world,
like Nigerians when they're outside.
We go late for shows. I don't know about Europe, but I've actually observed it myself. Like, we tend to go late for shows. For anything Nigerian, we're like, black, even though it's not as bad as here in Nigeria. But for the organizers, allegedly, to have actually said, come 4 hours late, that already shows where the problem starts. I think it's like a scam. You tell people, come at a certain time, and then you keep them waiting. It's not even worth it.
And you know the annoying thing? Do you know most times when people sit down and are waiting, there is no form of entertainment, no explanation.
Apology.
They just want you to sit down there and wait because they feel you should wait. That's why
you're there to see a star.
I just need to clarify something, because I know our producer is going to jump on this one and say that, you know, yes, you're talking about, you know, timekeeping, and we as presenters should also come early. Let me confess, because when I used to say this, right, for a very long time, obviously, I went to uni in Swansea and all that, I never dreamt of arriving places late, because you'll be seen as tardy,
so what
as unserious. You people happen to me.
Really?
Because, yes.
Oh, wow. You want us to bring up the fact that you go late to make up from and say, hi.
Ayo.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought this up.
You shouldn't have. But I'm sure the makeup people are like, what? Ayo.
But I used to be so punctual, but because I know that we're kept waiting a lot, and I hate waiting.
Yeah.
So I would rather come late But the makeup one has another excuse.
Do you know what? A wise man once said to me that, he told me, do you know what? I want to keep working because I don't want to say, oh, because these people behave a certain way, then I should change. He said he doesn't want to bend. He wants to be a professional in this thing and he wants to keep working for it. So I think most times we shouldn't tell ourselves, oh, you know what? Because Nigerians are used to coming there, let me cuckoo sit in my house and wait. No. If it's because you know you're aiming for worldwide kind of acceptable behavior, learn to be there early.
Titi, do you know what it feels like? I have to keep talking about this concert, Fire of Zamani. Hours, and I got to midnight. I was out, and I heard they didn't start 1 a.m. They now started having upcoming acts. I was very, very disgusted.
What time was it?
There was an apology for
it.
Maybe 10 p.m.
Can you imagine?
I left around. No, I couldn't do it. But anyway, I do want to say Titi is a very punctual person. I think she's the most punctual of us four.
I'm the most punctual mentally.
Mentally. Did you hear that?
People don't recognize ideas.
I don't know the worst part. She will not come later and give speeches for 1 hour. So they lateness.
No, but you guys, you also have to recognize that there are some shows that are always on time, year in, year out. Like like to give the example of the AMVCs. When they say 5, red carpet stars at 5 and they shut the door at 7.
Shout out
Trust
to the
me,
MVC.
if you want to be on the red carpet, be there for 5.
So the Before 30 premiere, which we're going to be getting tickets for, right, Meg? Mm-hmm. It's going to start on time, right?
Oh, definitely.
Because we will talk about
If it's
about
before 30,
Okay.
trust me,
We'll
you're
talk
not going to be
about you.
disappointed in any way.
We are warned, though. Don't say we're wicked. You came to sit and you sat with us and we're talking about you.
Oh, no, I mean,
ladies,
you
it's
guys,
time to...
you've seen the trailer of the show. Come on. From such a group of people, you don't expect anything less. So
Okay. We're going to play the trailer in just a little bit, but I think we should go on and swim across the waters. Ladies, we go across the international waters.
Why don't we see the trailer before swimming across?
I'm not swimming today. I left my swimsuit at home.
You know
I'll
what?
be flying in Titi's jet.
Across the international waters.
So we should
That's
see
how
the
the
trailer
Swansea
first.
lady pronounces it, waters.
So we should see the trailer first.
So, Effiong, are we seeing the trailer or not?
Okay, we're going to check with Meg or Tanwa, and yeah.
Ladies, I found a guy, and he may just be the one. Maybe!
In the city of Lagos, every woman has one dream: to find a guy and get married.
Bloody 50, and even she found a husband.
It's all you're thinking of.
Sometimes you fall for someone.
So,
And then
every
things don't
date,
pan out the way you think.
every kiss, every dress, and every text is all just preparing her for one moment. But what they never tell her is that getting there is the best part. This is the story of 4 girlfriends who will make us laugh
I made a mistake.
and who will make us cry.
Azerbaijan.
This is about the modern African woman who must fight against culture, against passion,
And you tried to kiss me, but I stopped it. I swear to you, I did.
and against love. This is not just my story, it's yours. My name is Timilola Koka, and I will be married before 30.
Wow. Look at her. Give us some information on Before 30.
Okay, so Before 30 is a TV series by Nemsha Studios. It was directed by Bodun Richashore. We also call him Bibi. Produced by Maureen. Yeah, good looking. Oh, Bibi, did you hear that? Yes, Before 30 is a story about 4 different women. The story is told through the eyes of the very lead character played by Damilola Adegbite. She's Temi on the show. And you also have Beverly Naya, you have myself, you have Anicha. You just see different, it's quite interesting because no matter who you are as a single lady, you know, in your prime, you would be able to relate to one of the stories, one of the characters, or maybe more. Maybe
Okay.
2 or 3 even. Well, not all, because you can't be single and married at the same time, and one of them is married. That's the character I play. I play the character called Aisha.
Okay.
At the time you get to meet her in the story, she's married, but she's going through all of this. She's actually conflicted in the sense that she's married to a billionaire. She has everything she wants, but she's fighting, like she's trying to find a balance between 2 different worlds. Like there's the world of her exposed, fun-loving and fun-seeking friends, and then there's the world of, you know, the typical Hausa married woman that's supposed to be submissive and, you know, religious, and, you know, a typical Hausa housewife.
Are you Hausa?
No,
I know your
I'm
name is
not.
Meg. Where are you from?
Benue State. Idoma, hey!
Oh,
Like, hello, my Idoma people.
I don't like 2 Idoma people in Lagos.
But Two-Face is also Idoma.
Yeah, Two-Face
Don't
is
let the
Idoma.
Idoma.
Funny enough, I
Already
saw
have
him
the
yesterday.
United people.
You saw him yesterday?
Yeah.
So when is the movie, the series premiering?
It's premiering on the 20th of this month. That's on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's going to start airing on the 22nd. It's also going to air on Code TV.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Wait, is it possible for me to ask this question, just to digress a bit? Is it true that in Benue State, men actually give out their wives as gifts to their guests?
That
I've
is
heard
the
this
most
gist.
ridiculous thing ever. I don't know why people keep saying that.
Are you sure, Meg?
Why do people say that?
Because
it's a way of saying how generous Benue people are. It has nothing to do with the actual meaning people attribute to it. It sounds ridiculous to me each time I hear it. So please, just say next time, just tell people that Benue people are actually very generous.
That's
Nobody's gonna give you a wife.
Okay,
Yeah.
Are they generous are they generous financially or material-wise or in giving case? You know, like Two-Face. We have to say the guy is generous.
I was going to
Trust
say that
me.
they've heard, I mean, there's a rumor that Benue guys are very promiscuous as well.
Yes, I've heard that.
That they're quite promiscuous.
I've heard that Calabar guys,
Why you say
Calabar
that?
guys are the
No,
most
I mean-
promiscuous people in Nigeria. Like, these are just
Yeah,
guesses. Like, I don't think people should generalize. Just that you have promiscuous Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo people, you have promiscuous Idoma people.
I like
and
that.
we're quite a minority. So where does this come from?
Everybody should calm down. But you have good yam, I've heard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that one you can
food
say.
basket
Yeah,
of the
you have good yam.
No, seriously.
Basket of the
Benue
nation.
State is
Yes.
the food basket of the nation,
Yes.
and they are so into yam.
Oh,
if
and
you
then-
go to an Idoma person's house, midnight, be sure to
I actually
get
heard
pounded yam.
they rape virgins, thinking virgins are going to cure them of HIV.
Oh my God! Where did I hear this kind of
I have a
story
friend that
from?
served in Benue that was actually
Okay,
saying this stuff.
I don't know if Before 30 was shot in Benue because the fascination with Benue State is amazing. I don't understand. And it was Titi's fault.
No, Before 30 was made in Lagos, Nigeria. 100% edited.
And can you
everything.
say that? What state
Everything
was it made
in-
again? Sorry. Just
Oh,
tell them.
gosh. Was it Lagos
you
Island?
have to
Well, it was
understand
made by Nigerians
Thank
from
you.
different states.
Not Lagos, not
Yeah,
Saliko people.
but in Lagos.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
then
she
the
cares
brains
about.
of other people from different states
Yes.
made it happen. Not
Yorubas,
Lagos.
Hausas, Igbos, Idomas, you know.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, yes. Speaking of our TV series, let's talk about this. Another one. This one is actually international. So we already made it across the waters. The very, very popular TV series, Empire. You're familiar with Empire, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. It's making waves. It's actually known to showcase African-American culture in like several ways. But recently, there's actually been this controversy brewing about the show not having enough N-word. Terrence Howard, who's actually the lead actor, is griping that the show is not authentic enough because it refuses to allow actors use the N-word. And in a recent interview, he said, if we start getting silly, if we start playing to people's fancies, then we don't deserve to be where we are. It's a big pressure because I want to be a truth sayer. Terrence also added, I'm mad that we don't say the N-word in the show. Why is TV showing something different from the reality of the world? Why is there a thing called censorship that stops people from hearing everyday talk? We use the N-word every day. It's become part of a conversation. Some actually begged to disagree with Howard. David Rambo, the writer and co-executive producer of the show, who happens to be Caucasian, thinks that it isn't appropriate for a white writer to decide whether or not to use the N-word. Also, Howard's co-star Taraji P. Henson absolutely refuses to allow the N-word prevail on the show. Now, this great divide on whether or not to use the N-word has gone viral and has left many with different views on the issue. So here's the question, ladies. Titi is ready to go in. Should the N-word be used to depict a more realistic view of the black culture? Or should it be banned altogether because it is inappropriate?
It should be banned altogether. I mean, you know, I don't even have a problem with people because N-word has gone out from being what slaves used to call what the owners used to call the slaves that they owned. It's more like a nigger, a friendly. Oh, sorry for using the N-word.
Did you just say, you know there are two N-words. There's one with the R at the end, and then there's one with the A.
This one is a respectful one.
The A at the end, which is like bro.
Yeah, this one is like the bro.
And you just said the one with the R.
No, the one with the bro one.
Pull out
of what I'm just trying to say is, if you want to use the N-word on air, then allow white people to use it also as a friendly way, because even white guys that have black friends can't even use the N-words on them because they'll say, oh, no, I'm not your slave. You don't bring it. It will turn to something else, like we saw what happened with the Pandy and the rest of them. So they should ban it altogether. I mean, why would you want to call yourself things that you don't allow other people to call you? If you want to get over this slavery thing, then ban certain things, let them go. And he's even sounding like a child. Oh, we're not allowed to depict the real culture, blah, blah. Please go and sleep. Why were you even chosen for that role?
I think, no. Terrence is a fine young man. I think the problem is that Terrence Howard has let the fame, get to his head a bit more. Than, because obviously Empire is big and we love Cookie. That's the best part of the show, apparently. But, you asking for ridiculous things is when you know that the Pepe has rested. Money has come. So you start saying, I want to have my own, butterfly-themed trailer park. And I had to, it's ridiculous, like Titi mentioned, in terms of the fact that it is a word that should actually be banned. If you actually find that word offensive, then do not separate people who can use it and people who cannot use it. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Would you like your child? It's like saying the F word, or those words are said in quotes. Everyday language, people say it a lot, but you don't say it in movies like that. You say there are only particular kinds of movies, and there are some movies that they use the N-word a lot, in the movies, and they blank it out for screening. So the kind of show it is, I think Empire is too classy to be using words. Is he trying to make it ghetto trash, trailer trash,
and to think that the writer is white, so what? He wants people to come after the writer saying...
Do you understand?
I think they should just let it go. I mean, it's derogatory. They should just let it go.
Just kill the N-word altogether.
Yeah, the show is classy, like she said. I mean, you don't, like she said, you don't want people calling you the N-word. So why all of a sudden you think, oh, it's not realistic if you can't use it on the show? It doesn't make sense. I think they should let it go.
Meg, very well said. I think the N-word should be banned. It's not necessary. I get it, Terrence. You want to depict the black culture, but it's really ridiculous. Focus on other ways. See, the key should be for us to be depicted properly. So let's start from now. Let the N-word go and stop calling yourselves the N-word. It's really ridiculous. But anyway, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. We got more for you on the blog.
section.
Welcome back. It's the blog, and we have a very interesting man in the house. He's also part of the Before 30 cast, Karibi Fubara, the entertainer.
Hello, how are
Excellent. No, don't be for me and shy and quiet now. All the stuff you were saying off air.
You look like an angel. Please, can you put, he looks like a white angel with the white. I need to get that in there because this guy has mouth.
This guy.
So before he starts.
And I have to say, you're lively.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Nigeria is watching, we have to comport ourselves.
But let me ask a question. Is it a thing for guys to scatter their legs when they sit down, or is it...
Well, when God created Adam,
oh boy,
it wasn't, I think if you check Genesis chapter 4, verse 16, he said, thou makest thee to spread thy loins.
Oh boy.
So it has been something that's almost 200,000 plus years we have been carrying it. So.
And this explains your character. Before 30, I'm sure. I'm sure you have one of those raunchy roles.
No, actually, before 30, I play one of the good guys.
It's a lie.
It's a lie.
Didn't you see the clip?
No.
Somebody made me cry. Can you imagine? That's how it be.
So you were ready to marry the girl before 30?
You know, I put my heart there. I went there. Hold on, this is hard.
It's okay.
Can we get some tissue?
You know, my producer has a question for you. He said, why are you dazzling everybody with drama, right? Effiong, with drama?
We love the drama.
No, but actually...
with grammar.
I play a good guy.
Just say the truth, you were the bad guy.
I played one of those Lagosians that actually is looking...
Chop knuckle. That's the best
Oh, boy.
Thank you.
Up Lagosian.
Exactly.
Promiscuous.
looking to maybe, fall in love.
Are you sure?
But you were a bad guy in it, weren't you?
No, I was a good guy. Honestly.
Why did they make you a good guy? Because
He's not a good guy. You were a bad guy that didn't find the right person, or what?
No, I was a good guy that didn't want my heart broken. Then I decided to open up to this. You have to see it. Honestly, you have to see it. Because what they did me.
Hey.
I thought I passed this.
But let's even use, because the real piece today is kind of relating to your show. It was talking about, I had this friend that got married, and so I saw him a month after, and he went, oh wow, Titi, you're looking so beautiful. He now went, since I got married then, and the thing really irritated me.
Yes.
Because no one forced him into it. I was so irritated when he did. I was not saying, so what was I saw you dancing and boogieing on your wedding day, and what, you're coming out a month after to say, well, you're not happy in your marriage. What does that mean?
Well, I have to say...
And it's mostly men that do that.
Yes, I mean, tough it up for
serious?
Yes.
No,
I think you guys had your own on that day. I think you guys are... And in fact, before 30, I didn't realize, and maybe silly and a little naive, I did not realize how much marriage shapes the conversations for women. And I think from going into this and doing some research, I mean, the whole idea of trying to be married before your 30s is definitely a lot of pressure. That said, I think that outside pressure sometimes makes us make the wrong choice. And I think when you're not grounded in yourself, when you don't really zone in on what it is that makes you happy, then it'll be tough. I mean, just living with family alone is hard enough. Imagine somebody you've never really connected with, and that whole two become one. When you depress the two to join one.
But do you agree with people that say marriage robs us of our freedom or even limits our potentials? For example, many women get married and they are not able to achieve certain things. Even many men get married and say you get a big contract or to be a speaker in some different country, you cannot do it because you're married.
I think there's some give and takes, and I think if you're afraid to ask those hard questions, then I think you may run into problems. Me, and this is personal, I think, with any of the young ladies that happen to say, okay, let me hang out with you small, me, I like to ask the hard questions. I tell her, if I'm farting every night, is that okay?
On your first date?
Every night.
No.
Come on.
That is serious.
I don't think you should put your best foot forward on the first date. I say put it all out.
I'm just kidding.
I say put it all out.
Feel free to say that.
I think at some point put it all out. You have to.
Put it out.
At some point when you're comfortable with the person, not
the first date.
I mean, but
those are some of us guys, the thing they pin us because first date we see Angel. By day 3, the packaging has changed.
Which is there
First day I came to pick up G-Wagon, I was very happy. By date 5, date 6, I say it's Okada.
I would have been down for.
No, Okada. It's down to Okada.
This man's, you know, just to use example, not talking against anyone, but Akala's wife.
I was going to say, what is she naughty?
Really? No,
is that the man she saw the first day?
that's wrong. I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question. I'm not
talking about not to put anyone down.
I'm not answering that question.
Thank you for bringing that up because they always accuse women and they never say how men change. How about those who borrow their friends' cars to come and pick you up for a date? I'm hammered.
It's
then
true.
date 3. You get money for that for
For real.
So, some guys actually, you know, like when I went to this Anglican church.
Gosh.
See what food can do.
Please, I need to see because when the lightning goes, don't bring God inside it. Okay.
Good one.
So you went to Anglican church.
So this lady was talking about, she was trying to talk to ladies that want to rush into marriage, and she was giving an example of how a 40-year-old met this guy, and she was just saying the 40-year-old woman was not in a rush. She was still able to see clearly that she was going into something wrong because this guy had nothing. She was practically feeding the guy. The only reason she didn't get married to this guy is because the guy was going to her car, and then he'll make a call and say, I just want to go to the UK to rest for 2 weeks. And she's like, and you don't have anything. I mean, you're not even humble. You're not even saying, God, I mean, I have this woman that is taking care of me. I want to be the one to take care of my wife tomorrow.
Yes,
not that you're now sitting down, making noise.
Yeah.
So guys actually do these things too. It's not about women.
You're right. But I can only talk about the one I see. I don't date guys.
Oh, but you know what your friends do. The way people be bringing girls to the room where guys are telling the guys to go outside so that you can color these girls for 2 minutes.
I want you.
Bros, there are none of us that do that in Lagos. I know there are nobody that does that in Lagos. Not of us. None of us.
So we
No, but it's true. Guys are just...
Okay, you were talking, you said about the kind of, the people that you date. So let me ask you about your dating life. Can you date an older woman for monetary, financial gain? So can you be, because you look like someone that can do cougars, like, I'm just saying, he looks like someone that can have a nice woman.
Cougars. Wow, she, the truth. I'm not against dating somebody that's older. And if she comes with a nice bank account, that's not even a problem. Because me, I cook, I clean, I can select the weave. Baby, I'll go. Which one do you want? Do you want Brazilian, Peruvian?
Well, he's being honest because most guys are
nice.
No, but at the end of the day, cougar or not, I mean, you have to have a bit of a rapport with the person.
Yeah.
And that's really it. I mean, I'll tell you. Nigeria, everything's a transaction, whether we like it or not. Some people take it up front.
I'm not selling my love.
Some people, no problem. Somebody will come and bargain for it in the right way.
I'm not bargaining for my love.
Is she the evil one?
No, she's the Edo and Isaleko one.
But their bride price, have you gone to that place?
No, it's our place.
It's her place.
And my place too.
Our own is normal. That is a place that they send girls weekly.
No, this one is straight cash. This one, everyone understands. If you can't, if 500,000 minimum to come and talk, they have not said yes, sir.
Titi, is this true?
She
That's
knows.
what some people now.
Just to knock, your own. So when you people say, "Oh, I'm saving my," everybody there's a number, there's a price. So.
And you're Rivers. You're from Rivers State.
I'm from Rivers State, absolutely.
I hear it's very good food out there. I've actually sampled some of it, fresh seafood, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Actually, I take it for granted. My parents are from an island, Opobo.
So in your mind now, you're janded or something.
Yes, now. In fact, it's amazing because the people actually felt janded on the island. They felt they used to curse other people across the water. I used to laugh. So we had King Jaja of Opobo, and so fish was.
Please,
in fact,
please don't sell Port Harcourt to us. Please just sell the premium on Friday. The King Jaja of Opobo. Really, you've gone into the King Jaja of Opobo.
Please, sorry. Titi has some beef
about the premier.
Don't
please.
mention politics.
Nothing politics.
Nothing about history.
Just go
into
the show.
Premier.
Titi has a beef.
Let's align. Let's go with the format of the show. Talk about premier. Let's go.
She has beef with people from your place, but continue.
For my place.
Yeah, it's Biafra related, but continue.
Is there anything I can do
Just
to
talk
make
about the premier. Let's be going.
Sorry, no. So yes, Lagos, we have a premiere coming up because we have a TV series.
Yay!
And actually, the TV series is, funny enough, about these women.
Yeah.
4 gorgeous Lagosians.
Not up to 30 yet.
Not up to 30, wondering if somebody will come and collect them before they're 30. Some of them have their issues, as we have seen in the very short time I'm here. Some people, I won't name any names, but would you just know what you're entering before you enter? But yeah, the show for women, I think it's amazing because obviously, for me, fundamentally, the women run this country, whether we like it or not.
We run the world.
Who run the world?
Girl.
Because they're raising us, they're raising the family, they're the ones at home. So when you fundamentally look at a great society, you can judge them by their women.
What time is the premiere on Friday?
Actually, I don't know if I should talk about the premiere fully on Friday because it's kind of like an invite.
Only.
Dignitary
No, but make
kind of
people
thing.
jealous a little. Don't
Okay,
tell
sorry.
them the venue of the
You
time.
can't come, but it's on Friday at Federal Palace.
Can ladies of the block come?
Of course.
You better.
I was wondering.
He doesn't. We'll talk about you if you don't go. We'll talk
Meanwhile,
about you.
if you wear this on Friday, you will appear on our Monday show.
Yeah, if I wear this,
Fashion.
okay. I have to explain this. I have to totally
I
explain.
actually like it.
I am a bum. In honestly, if you get to know me,
Please, did we come here to sell him or did we come to sell the show?
I like.
Can we just leave him?
Okay,
and
sure.
go?
Let's go back to the show.
Thank you.
Let's go.
You have to go home with Titi today.
We premiere Friday, Federal Palace.
Okay.
You know.
And we'll check it out on
TV.
TV.
It'd be a nice premiere. I think all celebrities, blah blah blah, come in. And then we do an after party.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
I'll give you those details on the side. And then
I like
the show
that.
airs on Sunday.
Good.
okay, all right. Karibi Fubara, thank you so much for joining us. Ladies, final words quickly, please.
Okay. I can never be sold. That's the final word.
Oh.
Black and proud. Black, loving, Proverbs 31 woman.
Oh, gosh. Oh, please.
Selling a market.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You can check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/CoolTV the blog. We're on Twitter at CoolTV the blog. You can send us an email, blog@cooltv.cool. And don't forget the hash word.
Love to blog. Just before we go, are you on Twitter?
We'll be right back. Oh, and Karibi's on Twitter.
Chief Black.
Chief Black. Nice one. We'll be here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Adios, people.
Bye.
We pledge peace. Let's use the hash word.